How's everyone doing today? Coming to you today with some encouragement, picking back up of something I've did for a while, and I'm picking this back up. So this is your 5 minutes of encouragement or less. Here we go. So, just read something here that Jesus spoke in John 16 to his disciples here, last time him meeting with them. And Jesus says this: I have said these things, verse 33 of chapter 16, I'm reading from the ESV. I have said these things to you that in me you may have peace. In the world you will have tribulation, but take heart. I have overcome the world. Now, let me just tell you, is that Jesus said, I have said these things to you. So there were some things that Jesus said to them. And he said that you may have peace in me. Okay, now watch this. I'm going to read this also, John 16, 33, from the Passion Translation. It says this: and everything I've taught you is so that the peace which is in me will be in you and will give you great confidence as you rest in me. For in this unbelieving world, you will experience trouble and sorrows, but you must be courageous, for I have conquered the world. Wow, there is so much in that. Let me read another passage here. And let me circle back to that. In Romans chapter 8. Romans chapter 8, it says this. If I can get there here. Okay. Romans chapter 8, verse 28. And we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good for those who are called according to his purpose. That's coming from the ESV. Now, from the Passion Translation, this reads this way. Romans 8, 28 says this: so we are convinced that every detail of our lives is continually woven together to fit into God's perfect plan of bringing good into our lives, for we are his lovers who have been called to fulfill his design purpose. Wow. So going back here to John 16, in verse 33, and I'm going to read this again from the Passion Translation. And everything I've taught you is so that the peace which is in me will be in you and will give you great confidence as you rest in me. Let me share something with you. God has moved addresses. And what I mean by that is that a lot of times when tragedy and pain and trouble hits our lives, we tend to reach out like, God, where are you? Or reach out for someone, where are you? I need you to comfort me because I don't have any peace. And let me just encourage you that God never leaves you. Jesus made it a point to become one with mankind. And let me tell you, Jesus believes in his unity with you more so than what we believe in our unity with God. The truth is, your union with Christ is unbroken. But if you don't ever believe that, you will live getting the benefits and results of what it means to live separated from God, even though in reality you're not. So let me encourage you today. The peace that you're looking for, I encourage you to simply slow down and believe and be persuaded of God's union in you. and what God is doing in you, and that God has not left you, okay? And that God is already with you. Got this thing on my head here. So, God is not going anywhere. And as we have read here, everything that I've taught you, that the peace which is in me will be in you. The truth is that peace is in you. So the encouragement today is to simply believe in the peace that's already been given you. Tap into those resources. Take whatever turmoil and challenges that you're facing today and bring those into Jesus. Bring those into the lens and the perspective of Jesus and what Jesus has said about your situation or the situation. Let me tell you something. God's not going anywhere. And your challenging situation, watch this. I said earlier that God has moved addresses, which means that God is on the inside of you. And the God in you is not magnified to express and come out until you believe it. And based on how you believe this, watch this now, will determine how big and how expansive this grows. And it will be a blessing to your life. But as it is right now, it may be difficult to not believe everything that's hit your life in front of you. But let me share something with you. Every good movie has a good plot and a cliffhanger that catches you in the middle. But the best ones end up coming through it and they have a good ending. So let me encourage you. There is light at the end of the tunnel and God has not left you. You will have trouble in this world, but Jesus offers hope and says, trust in me because I've overcome the world. Have a great day and remember, you're loved.